Reform. Let's bring in Republican Congressman Jim Renacci of Ohio, and he's on the Budget and House Ways and Means committees. Some people might say there's absolutely no connection at all. Others say this shakeup again takes attention away from important policy decisions at hand. But the House appears to be forging forward. Do you think that the budget can be derailed, or that tax reform could be derailed by anything that happened today?
Well, absolutely not, Liz, and thank you for having me on. Here's the problem. It's up to the House and Senate to get their job done. The president's already said, I'm waiting for the package. I'm waiting for the health care repeal and replace. I'll sign it. I'm waiting for tax reform. I'll sign it. We have to do our job. So I don't think really the messaging is an issue. The president's waiting. He ran on that. And he's waiting for us to get our job done.
Well, when you say our job, let's just stay with the Republicans because you control the House. The border adjustment tax, or BAT, is something that some really like and say it'll help pay for a bunch of cuts that are out there that need to be made, and it will help pay for, I would imagine, lowering of any tax levels that anybody pays, whether it's corporate or middle or lower income people. So you're against it. Could you understand at all how it could go in there at least, or are you completely intransigent on the issue?
Well, again, as a business guy, I always look at the specifics, and I've been very concerned about what the border tax BAT does. I mean, number one, who pays for it? Number two, does it meet the requirements of our trading rules and regulations? And number three, ultimately, who's going to pay for it? Does it meet the regulations? These are things that are concerning to me. These are things that I think we need to get past. Now, I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to see if there's a long enough transition period. But even when I talk to my businesses back here, and even from my experience as a business owner, it would take a long time to get all the manufacturing back into this country.
Yeah, and we source a lot of parts and materials to make Made in America products from other countries. So that would only increase the price of what people pay here. But you said you're willing to listen. Well, I'll let you react to listening after this. Listen to Paul Ryan.
We will do tax reform no matter what happens with respect to any other issue like health care reform, because we know we have to do tax reform. It's a once-in-generation opportunity.
You are co-chair of the bipartisan group. You work with Democrats. Do you think that you can work with Democrats on tax reform and get it done this year?
Well, I am a co-chair, and we meet every week, and I can tell you Democrats want to get some things done. I think it's important we get something done. I agree with Speaker Paul Ryan. We have to get something done. We just had a hearing. It said in that hearing with a lot of people that, number one, we have to reduce rates. We have to make a territorial system, and we've got to do it now. So these are the things we have to get done. And I believe in the end we have to have flexibility. One of my concerns with the budget we just passed out of the Budget Committee was it doesn't give us enough flexibility. I'm somewhat concerned about that. But I also believe in moving the process through. The Senate's going to have a chance at it. We need some flexibility, but we need to get tax reform done.
And Paul Ryan held up that simplified card for filing taxes, and I can tell you that would be really welcomed by a lot of people. It would put a lot of tax preparers out of business, I am sure. But listen, we got to do what's right for this country. We'll see if that happens. Congressman, thank you. And before you go, are you a Tribe fan or are you a Reds fan?
Well, since I'm running for governor, I'm a Tribe and a Reds fan. But
Okay. Okay. But I like that you said Tribe first, because I'm an Indians fan. Good to see you, sir.
I am a Tribes fan as well, but thank you. Okay. Very nice to see you as well.
You're welcome. Nice to have you.